we're in February right now. This could potentially, drag out till October. We have a long road ahead of us here. And something that you said earlier that stuck out to me is, this the debt limit negotiations is kind of a boring subject to a lot of people until, they don't reach a consensus and then there's ramifications that we all as Americans have to face. What would happen if they don't reach an agreement?
Well, if they don't reach an agreement legislatively, there is, options for taking executive action. So there's things that have been presented, like minting a platinum coin that's worth kind of trillions of dollars. There's things like prioritizing debt payment, so focusing on paying interest on debt rather than other kind of government spending. And there's areas like invoking the 14th Amendment, saying the debt ceiling is illegal and that the Treasury will still continue to pay its debts. These are executive actions that have been dismissed by Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen in the White House right now. But if we're really up against it, I think a lot of these options will come back on the table. But once we get to that point where it really is starting to panic, you'll start to see markets certainly have a reaction, and that can sometimes go to negotiations, as we saw way back when with kind of TARP, and when there was a big market reaction when Congress couldn't pass the triple asset relief program. But if that doesn't work, if executive action is on the table and then there's actually a default, the first real default in American history, I'd say that you'd expect a pretty catastrophic reaction from markets. There's been some estimates of that, we go into recession, that unemployment would spike, and it would come at a very inopportune time for President Joe Biden and Democrats, as he's trying to convince the country that America is on the right track after a pandemic and after very high inflation. And this will just be a kind of almost a nail in the coffin for the economy and for really just Washington, D.C. in general and how it operates. And I think it's then you're starting to see voters kind of really look for a different change in D.C. and looking for someone from the outside, potentially even like a Florida governor, Ron DeSantis, as someone who's just looking to change DC if they can't get their act together and pass the debt ceiling.
The ramifications, if it's not passed, certainly do sound catastrophic, and we do have a long road ahead of us. So I hope you come back and give us your insights as we continue down. Ben Koltun, thank you so much.
Thank you.